Oh, that was... Oh my god. Hey guys, he's having a shitty day. Is this like my future mommy or something? Because oh my god. Irasemase, my kings and queens. How y'all doing today? Welcome back to another video. Today we got an absolute banger for you, and that is Mighty Nein. If you guys don't know what Mighty Nein is, it is originally a D&D campaign that is now being turned into an animation because they obviously finished the campaign from what I know, and the people who made the campaign are one of the biggest D&D groups probably out there on the internet, known as Critical Role. All the people in Critical Role, I believe, are voice actors, so it obviously makes the campaign 100 times more entertaining to watch. Have I ever watched any of their campaigns? No, but that is not because I haven't had the want to. It's just that I feel like I have other stuff that I want to watch over that. So I am excited to watch this animation because I have seen their other one known as Vox Machina, which, by the way, if you have not seen that, that shit is like a hidden gem. If you know about it, you love it. If you don't know about it, you just don't know about it. I feel like it's so hidden. Like, I don't know how, but it is. Like, I feel like it needed to be pushed out there more because it is so good. That is why I'm excited to watch their campaign Mighty Nein animated into whatever this is going to be, because we are getting 40 minutes of god tier. So if you're new or not, hit the like button if you're not, and if you are, hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy it by the end of this video, because I am trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know, kind of a short timeline, but we can do it. And if you want to join the Discord down below for events, giveaways, and so much more greatness, then do so. And without further ado, let's join the Mighty Nein. Yeah! Episode 1, Moat of Possibility. I know the first episode released Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I missed the chance to do it because I was busy this weekend, as I usually am on weekends. So I do apologize for that, but we're going to lock in and we're going to enjoy this episode.
As the body dies, the soul lives for eternity.
What is happening? I know a lot of people could be like, just watch the show, but that doesn't mean right now I don't feel like, what the hell? Some random ass woman just died, or is dying.
We've been breached. Get the beacon to the vault.
I want to start predicting how a series will end with the first episode, and then come back to the first episode when we're at the end of the series, like the first season or whatever. You know what I mean? So, animation is fucking crazy. The hell, he just got... Okay. Oh, if I'm this dude, I'm like, fuck. I got no protection. I got like one door, they got another door. Like, I'm screwed. I'm by myself about to fight. Like, who do I think I am? Like, GG's. I already know my life is done at that point. That's how you know that's an assassin. Obviously the drip and like the loadout too, like that weapon, what the fuck? But the point of like going into the heart already, so that's already chopped, and then to go up and rip that bitch's arm off, like, you know they completing the job the most efficient way they can. Wait, that was kind of crazy. What was that movement? What the fuck? I'm not gonna lie, this assassin might need to be killed later, because like we need a little bit of an eye for an eye. The guy just got his, yeah, he's dead. But the point is, she parried that drop, made him like focus on one area of the attack, and then flipped over him and just whookah! They're just able to grab it. There's no force field around the beacon. Brother, what kind of protection is that? Oh, you're fucked. That's an explosion, isn't it? That is an awesome ass ability. I might have to listen to it, because I'm so curious on all the roles and shit and the initiative, and just hearing it and seeing how closely this relates to that. I'm like, I want to be mad because they seem like they're bad. Obviously they're bad, but like that was probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It was a flame orb that nullified the fall damage, which would have obviously led to their death, but it created this beautiful blast of like fire autumn like leaves. That was like the most gorgeous ability I've ever seen. I love magic, and I love the way that they're already doing it and how we saw in the trailer. I'm excited, bruh. Oh, I love the concept of scripture magic, because that's kind of what it is, right? Scripture magic is when you go like, or like, is it arcane? Like, what is that magic called? I thought it was called scripture magic, but I could be totally off. It's like when you have to write the magic. I love that, bro. And like the fact that he's I love that. Oh, the fighting animation in this is so peak. Oh shit, they're locked. Ooh. Shadow magic. Damn. I was gonna mention this earlier, but their teamwork is so seamless. It's incredible. This is gonna sound weird, but I feel like I'm watching a person who sews a lot, and they're working with their machine so seamlessly to create the most perfect masterpiece, and that's their teamwork. Like in the instance before that, where he obviously hammered, before that, when she was fighting the first guy, she did something to go past him, and then she kept looking that way because she trusted the person behind her so much. That was just so cool to see. It's just interesting how much trust they have, because that can obviously make your teamwork that much better. You could live that. Get up, bro. That's just like tax. It's like a flare. Yeah, my bad. Nah. Not bad. I really should have known that was like a dimension altering fucking explosive, or if not a dimension altering explosive, because I'm not 100% sure. It just breaks the force field around where they're at. Maybe I'm not 100% sure if that's what it does or which one it is, but I should have known, honestly, that it does either one of those. Like I'm sorry, my bad that I thought it was simply a flare. Wow, whew, I was really wrong, guys. Oh man, what the fuck? That was cool. Fucking beautiful animation, brother. Damn, I did not expect him to be the one who dies.
It's a trap. Run! Run! No.
Now I see why the orb didn't need protection. Bitch, the orb itself is the protection. My apologies. Is this the intro? Cause oh my god! My mouth was open for so long, I feel like I collected an entire army of flies! I'm fucking loving this. That's my favorite character, by the way. Just want to put that out there. Oh my god, this is the goal! Okay, W. That reminds me of Dispatch so much for some reason. Best game of the year. Ooh, is that manure?
Oh, whoops. Having a shitty day, huh? Oh, man.
No, that was pretty good. I might have used that one. That was my joke. Hey, guys, he's having a shitty day. Okay, I understand they're bullies, so they're obviously lacking the intelligence that they should have in general, which is called common sense. But just saying, if somebody starts speaking in another language in front of me, especially in a world like this where you know magic exists, obviously, I'm running the other way. You're still standing there. The words coming out of your mouth do not matter when you just push a man into shit. Now he is going to make you eat literal, not literal, but literal shit. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, and then you trip, you fucking idiot. What the hell? Ooh. Obviously, he wasn't going to do anything. Once I saw Teen, I knew he wasn't going to do anything. But still, I'm running. I'm going to lockpick it. See, this is the cool stuff that I really like. I don't know how much this relates to the campaign. Just like Vox Machina, I never really understood how much it related to the campaign. Obviously, Vox Machina was a lot different, I think, because it was a lot I think it veered from the campaign, but I'm curious to know how much of this is accurate, and if like this instance right here, right, did he have to roll for this? Like, that is such a, I love thinking about that. Even if like somebody commented down below, yeah, this literally has nothing to do with it, I would still be like, bro, like thinking about if they did do something with this and he had to roll right here, it's so cool to think, oh, what did he get? Like, will the animations show in relation to how it happened in the campaign? Oh, like he rolled like a 5, so he doesn't lockpick it, so he has to find a different way in, or he took too long and something else happens, which there is a little person behind him. So hey, if you made it this far in the video, you know what to do. Hit that big fat juicy red subscribe button. Thank you very much. And if you're enjoying the video as well, might as well hit the like button and turn noties on so you can see more videos just like this. I noticed that a little late, but oh, is she gonna help him, or is she gonna get, I wonder if she's gonna give him something. Oh, she took his money. Oh my god, bro, she may be small, but she athletic as fuck. What, dude? That's like a little jumping bead. What the hell, bro? Imagine seeing that and be like, damn it, my green bean jumped off my plate. Okay, obviously you're a mage, you have to have some intelligence. Is she full goblin though? Ooh, why would you even try? Why would that be your method of catching somebody who obviously has like 10 in agility to your like 1? Obviously not literally saying that's the number of agility points that she has, or in stat format that's what she has, but like in the concept compared to him, it's like 10 to 1, brother. You are a mage, you do not have high agility, and if you do, good for you, but it's a lot less likely that you would be comparable to a thief. I also love thinking about the classes. I love thinking about the class. Guys, I'm going to be a huge nerd. So we're going to be learning new things, and I'm going to be talking about new things. So if you're down with the ride, let's go. This is awesome. He's going to obviously catch her.
Give it back, you little brat.
One more step and I will fuck you up!
I was wondering what she's doing. She's wearing a mask. He didn't think she would stab.
Junk.
Not to me.
Brother. Okay. Okay. See, this is like a good concept to me that I love, and I feel like a lot more people need to understand. Obviously, I love this. I love how they're portraying this. Not to me is, what do you mean like it's a bag of junk? If he's fighting so hard for it and you think it's a bag of junk, to him it's not. One man's trash is another man's treasure, dude. That is the entire concept here. Why would he fight so hard for it if it's just a bunch of trash? Damn, that was good though. By the way, we are gonna be emotional as hell through this. I'm just letting you know. This is gonna be such a fun. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
It's easier for a human to buy it than someone like me, okay?
Aww.
Listen, I get you into that weird shop and you scratch my itch.
I don't know. I think that's just a win-win situation, in my opinion. Like, W, like, good shit. If the goblin's willing to help, why not?
You must come to terms with your own fears. For you will only be truly invulnerable when you do not fear death.
That is the dumbest concept ever. That is the most, that's the worst take I have ever heard. Oh my god. You will only be invulnerable once you do not fear death. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't the fear of death save you from many of moments when you would have died? Because, for example, if you do not fear death and you run towards a gun, but you are not in the ability to dodge said gun, but you still, of course, don't fear death, don't you think that that gun will still kill you? Like, that makes no sense. Just because I'm not afraid of death doesn't mean death will not come my way. You are not invulnerable. In fact, you are probably more vulnerable because you do not understand the limitations that you as a person, human, creature, or like whatever you are, have. You do not understand the path you may take. And of course, I guess you could think about the concept of, if you do not fear death, then you could obviously get past anything and get over anything because you don't know what you're afraid of, right? But that doesn't make any sense, because if I walk in the middle of the woods that has a creature in it that will inevitably kill me, but I do not fear said creature, that does not mean I will automatically live from said creature. That just means I'm not afraid of the creature, which means I will obviously be able to make a lot better decisions, but I will not be making decisions based off of fear, which inevitably could save my life, more likely so than if I was thinking intelligently to fight said creature, which, by the way, I have a 0% chance of killing but I don't fear it, which doesn't help me in any way. Sorry, that's a little bit of a long yap one, but like that's just well, this guy's fucking stupid. You could tell he's just psychotic.
Thank you, Aurelia. Prepare a sigil to Rexentrum.
Ooh, Aurelia. I love the names. Oh my god, unique as fuck. I'm about to kill you, bro. I think that was more of an insight to his character than the thing he spoke before. Obviously, I think we could portray that that's the villain if you just looked at the intro. And wow, that's evil. He's not even doing it with this preconception of trying to make everybody this way. He just wants to cause pain and suffering. Brother, he's probably just, okay, I'm gonna be 100%, he's probably hella racist. And I don't know anything else beyond that. My boy literally just said right down the middle of his chest after getting rid of the fear and pain. So obviously, you know, you're not going to feel the pain, which is a W in a sense, but also kind of scary. But then he put it, he said, here you go. Now it's back. Like, no. Oh my God.
Because it does not matter if we have it. All that matters is that they believe we do.
That's actually very true. But I would also be more suspicious on the factor of why the fuck they said that we took it. Because then I would be like, which one of us did something that we shouldn't have, you know? Like, why are they coming after us? Like, they're giving us a warning, A, so that obviously means they don't want war. If they wanted war, and they really wanted war, they would have just come at us already. They're giving us a warning to obviously fess up to what we did, you know, because they don't want to just automatically go into fighting. They have this preconception of maybe we can handle this with words, and maybe we could just get our item back. But this is the dumb way to go about it. They should all be like, well, I think one of us did something we weren't supposed to. Like, that's kind of what I would be thinking. I wouldn't be like, well, we don't have it. I'd be like, why would they think we have it in the first place?
That is certainly a narrative the Kreen would die for. For decades, we have been in a cold war with the...
I actually just kind of realized something. I kind of understand why he's doing what he's doing about the whole pain and fear thing. It is a lot better to have a group of people who follow under you who do not fear death, because then you can send them to their death without them having any like reciprocation of wanting to stop that or not wanting to do that. It's the best way to control a large group of people, is to be like, fight this, and they will fight a war that they would die for, because A, they either die for it as the Kreen would for what they believe in, which is a lot stronger than doing it without actually having a belief because you're fighting for something, versus, which is also a good method in the sense of like psychoticness, but genuinely it probably is a good method if you're on that wavelength of if you're on the wavelength of evility. By that's not an actual word, but evilness that this guy is. You would basically be sending people to their deaths without them even caring about dying, and that's terrifying, because a person who doesn't care if they die is one of the most terrifying things. But that does not mean they are invulnerable. I would still 100% disagree with that, but with him saying that, it makes people want to be like that, which would benefit them in a war. It genuinely would. It would just be the most malicious and heinous type of action that you could do, because you're sending people to their death without them actually having any care in the world if they die or not, which is kind of terrifying, because that means they don't care if they live or die, but they're not fighting for something, so it's not a good reason.
All she lacked was a rallying cry. And this beacon, is it?
Bro, she's giving you guys 2 days. She doesn't want to fight. No fucking person in their right mind is going, here's a 2-day warning. Like, if you don't fess up, we're going to cause war. No, they would just attack your dumbasses. She obviously does not want to fight. They never had any inclination to fight. I don't know the backstory, but just basing it off of what he just said, that's dumb. She didn't. If she would not tell you that, hey, we're gonna incite war on you, in 2 days. No, she would never give that warning. She would just be like, all right, yeah, let's attack. If she really wanted this, if this was really their doing.
Because we will make them terrified of what will happen if they do not.
Oh, so they're just evil. Okay, so this is just an evil-ass kingdom.
I doubt it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. At least there's one fucking intelligent person there. What the hell is with the group of people that were there? Specifically the king. Why is that guy the king?
Clearly a Kreen monster attack.
This was no monster. I only see 5 sets of footprints.
That's how fucking devious they are.
That makes no sense. That's just an old timer. Like, that's just unk, bro. It looks like something exploded outright from there.
This decomposition, it's as if time just sped up, but only along this path.
Good line.
If you look from where they were standing, I wonder if they got affected by it. I mean, they were in the middle of the blast, so you'd think so, right? But with the concept, what if it just exploded outwards and didn't affect them? If it didn't, that'd be interesting. But it looked like there was like this way, like it was like there was like increments where it didn't affect and then increments where it did. Ooh, I love how intriguing that is. This character is fucking awesome. What the hell? Holy, I feel like I'm watching, like, I have never seen Detective Conan, but I feel like this relates. Or I'm watching like Death Note and Ella's like on the scene. Bro knows everything without knowing anything.
Absolutely no due respect at all, Rosemere. You're stretching fast.
We'll see what the curator thinks of that mouth. Now get the fuck out of my sight.
That's just like a cop who wants a job to be done. That's just like a cop who spins a narrative to fit his own narrative so he doesn't have to work longer. Brother, you are the worst type of like detective slash investigator slash cop, whatever you are. You suck at your fucking job, you old man. Go retire. Why are you still doing it? Cheeky. You about to do some ninja shit? About to do some ninja shit. Bro. Hello, Ezio. What's good? Didn't know we were playing Assassin's Creed. Okay? Everybody's just a fucking ninja in this game. So, sorry, Jesus.
Aha! Dead Kreen, Kreen attack. Don't tell me what I know.
Dead Kreen, dead other things. Why is it a Kreen attack? Because there's a lot of dead people. Like, this doesn't make it a Kreen attack just because there's a dead Kreen. That just means a Kreen was there. Like, I don't understand that, man.
Blue chunks like you mean it.
How?
Punch him in the gut. Kick him in the balls. I should be a fortune teller. I can predict the future. Yep. What a maniac. Why is that people's like instant reaction? What a maniac. Oh, let's just keep walking. Bro. He's hurt on the middle of the ground. Like, nobody goes over and, hey, you all right, man? Nope, no, okay. I guess he kind of does look like a homeless person, and a lot of people don't really want to interact with that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't interact with that, but it's just saying that people tend to see something on the side of the street, and they just go, okay, everyday life. Let's just keep moving on. That's how life sadly works.
A big dog.
It's not a big dog.
No, there isn't.
It is most definitely not a big dog. It's probably the tiniest thing in the world. Oh. Ooh. That is so cool. I love that. It's kind of like, think of a type of electricity, right? Or batteries in a sense. That's their type of battery. I love that. Oh, I love when shows do use this concept. That is so cool. Like a magic orb or a magic like gem is what powers it. But the actual
What the hell
fuck,
could you possibly want from this place?
a bird. Bro's got a pet.
For that.
Walk with me.
I really hope he doesn't just
You were
like
meant to observe
ream her.
and learn, Beauregard. So then what do you think happened?
Oh, you're asking my opinion?
And already regretting it.
No, but she gives a fair reaction there. Like, I understand, like, it's funny for him to say and already regretting it. That's irony, like, in itself. But for him to ask, obviously the guy did not having a compelling enough argument. If it was so compelling, he would have no need to ask of anybody else's opinion, because that would be the full heart and right opinion. But he is asking of her opinion because obviously he literally said that she could play. The other guy was relating her, or the other guy was saying that she plays detective because this guy lets her back at the place or the base or whatever, but not out there, yada yada. And then obviously this guy's been upholding for 230 years. Like, this guy should just be so factually correct. If his story is so compelling, then he shouldn't need to ask of anybody else's opinion, but he did. So
It's unlike
It is evidence that you should have given to your lead investigator.
Rosemere wouldn't know a clue if it was cupping his balls.
yo, y'all need to get your head out of your asses. Like, there is not only one correct answer, nor is there always the correct answer from somebody just because they've been doing their job for a long time. It just means that they are competent and understanding of the job enough to the point where they can A, lie their way out of any situation, or B, they're really good at making believable stories, or C, they are good at their job. Like, is there nobody else in this place who believes that he's a bad guy? Like, or that he's not good at his job? Or that he's simply just a fucking racist?
We do not say balls in the sacred hall of the knowing mistress.
That's what it was? Wow. I probably cut that up a lot more than I was going to, because I thought it was a valid argument, but it was all about her saying balls. So what you're saying, we can't say, like, I was playing with bouncy balls outside earlier.
Rusimir?
I'm benching you because despite the vows of charity and altruism that you have pledged to this library, you still somehow think you're the only one who can do the job. Ego, Beauregard, is unbefitting of a Cobalt Soul monk.
And I quit.
Excused?
No, not yet.
Dog! Ego! Brother! Okay. I'm getting I got a little tight there. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna let it out. My man on the job was literally like, you know nothing here. Stop acting like you know anything. I know what I know. Don't tell me what I already know. Don't say I don't know what I know. Like, brother, his entire like personality is ego. He got saved by this girl who said nothing about her saving him from falling on his literal ass, and he goes, you put him reporting you to the guy, papa. Brother, that is ego in itself. She does not have ego. She just knows the facts. That's all she was saying. And you to say she has ego is absolutely hilarious. You can, oh, that pisses me off beyond belief. I guarantee it's because she said balls. That is so, oh man, she hit him with the exact facts, the exact information he needed, and instead he's like, you should have given that to your head leader. What, just so he could say, oh, the Kreen attacked and I'm gonna keep this cool little gem. That's all it would have been. He would have just pocketed that shit. Are you kidding me, bro? Holy fuck!
You can have all of it, and take anything else you want.
If you say so, crazy man.
You're about to see the wanted poster which says his name on it. But to be fair, the goblin should not say anything, because he may not be wanted for an actual reason of being evil or bad. And then secondly, it's probably gonna say like murder or something. I wonder if it's gonna actually say something like that. Secondly, the goblin shouldn't even worry, because he's literally a thief. You know, the entire concept of his reality is being bad, deemed by other people. Of course stealing isn't good, but depending on who you do it from, of course it makes it a little bit less evil, sometimes even good. That's like going to your friend's house for Christmas Eve and they haven't opened any gifts, obviously, because Christmas hasn't come, and your other friend comes over and you're like, yeah man, go ahead and take anything you want out of the tree, and they're like, really? Yeah, sure man, go ahead and do that. Like, they're not yours to give. Like, yeah, go ahead and take anything else around the store, man. W 100k gold. Oh, that's free money. I swear, if they make not turn him in for the money, that is okay. But if they make not turn him in or be afraid of him because he murdered somebody, I will genuinely freak out. The preconception that somebody is evil based off a wanted poster is like saying, looking at One Piece and seeing a wanted poster of Luffy or Zoro, anybody like that, especially a goblin who's already ostracized from humans and creatures alike. I would never be like, ooh, you murdered somebody, so you're automatically evil, because A, it could have been defense, B, it could have been for some certain reason, C, there could be an explanation that I don't know. Like, there's always something that you may not know or understand that could either be obviously take it at face value and it could be exactly that, or there's an entirely in-depth background story behind what you are looking at or what you are seeing or what you think you're seeing, you know? I hope not goes, oh, I just want the money.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Yoink!
Get back here!
You kind of reap what you sow. I'm just saying, if you put a creature inside a tank or a cage, you kind of reap what you sow at that point, right? Like, you get what you get, and you don't get upset. God damn, karma's a bitch.
Nicely done.
All right. Prediction. Either not really does turn him in, or the one that I'm leaning more towards, not is never going to turn him in, but has the thought process to do so. And so he'll forget to take off the paper. And then at some point he'll fall over or something, or it'll fall out of his pocket, or, you know, something. The other guy will see it, and it'll be down the line when they're like closer, and he'll be like, you are going to, and he's like, no. And then, you know, that type of situation will occur.
Let's see.
Is she following the guy who usually teaches her stuff?
Him. I really should put on my glasses.
Yeah, you're obviously grabbing a weapon. What the hell were you even trying to do?
Our investigator will report it was just another Kreen incursion, thanks to me.
Good. Then go back to your precious library and await our word.
This is one of those situations like, is he actually bad? Was he protecting something? Or do we just take it at face value and he's just a bad person? And honestly, it all kind of makes sense, the reason that he didn't believe the exact story that she gave, because that was 100% accurate with honestly no fault in any of the things she was saying. And all of it seemed like valid information that he kind of just threw out because she had actually found evidence. And damn, there it goes. So I feel like a lot of them are corrupt, because he said you should have just given it to the lead guy, and then the lead guy would have given it to him, and then that would have just been leading back to corrupt. So maybe the guy we thought was the corrupt one is corrupt, but not as deeply as the leader. Damn, that's fucking deep. Ooh, following an assassin is risky work. Boom. Oh, I thought she was gonna. Oh, she's gonna be waiting around the corner. Okay, she went to an open area. Obviously, she's waiting for you. Oh.
Miss me. Now you gotta kiss me.
Oh. See right here, like, what's the level difference? Like, what are we seeing? Like, I love this. What are these rolls? Like, what are we doing? I love this so much, dude. Oh my god. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Oh my god. Got her shit. Oh my god. She hit it with the Rey Mysterio. Oh, she just hit it with the flip kick. Boom. She was like on a skateboard with how much she was just moving. That was crazy. I always say, if you're truly in a battle or a fight for your life, there is no evil fighting. Like, a lot of people would be like, wow, that's cheap. That's cheating. Like, obviously in a boxing ring or a UFC ring, because there's rules. But if you're on a street fight, there are no rules. The other side at any moment could just absolutely like destroy you by using a weapon, and you would never expect it, because you're thinking, oh, they're not going to do this, they're not going to do that. But a street fight, you never know what's going to happen. Obviously, this is a little bit more death-defying, because there's literally a weapon already in her hands, and she's obviously an assassin who doesn't want any of this information getting out. So you can obviously expect from the other side that you might die in this moment. Versus a normal street fight where, you know, you hope the other guy doesn't obviously kill you or try to kill you, but you never know how, you never really know how well somebody can contain that rage, because once you let loose, you don't really know what you're gonna do.
You wanna dance, bitch? Let's dance. I don't know, it's not complicated. Punch, kick, bleed, repeat.
I love it. Straight to the fucking point. All right, now we're cheating. But like I said, there's no cheating. Oh, the way she reacted! Poison, I assume? As an assassin, shouldn't you finish the job, though? Ooh, interesting. I wonder.
Are you some kind of serial killer boxer?
Yep. Saved your life just to box you to death.
I don't know.
Okay. This might be like not a hot take at all, but they're like the perfect duo. I love this. They are gonna like complement each other like that. One is like aggro and like aggressive, and the other one is like chill, but like, you know that they have like that aggressive side. It's like one is the future version of this one, and the other one is like a past version of this one. You know what I mean?
What's with the wallpaper?
Here. Light it.
I kind of had a feeling. She follows and acts like a good subordinate, but she knows something's wrong.
Was there. Is he?
Yes, but he's not the only traitor.
Is this like my future mommy or something? Because, oh my god. She is fucking awesome! Period!
Has been compromised.
Sense that guy was fucking,
Soul is
imposter.
independent.
Little
We operate
bitch.
outside. Stand up to the fuckwads at the top, not do their bidding.
How could you even say those words and believe them when your literal leader, A, was meeting with the bad guy, and B, he denied everything you had said to the fullest extent, going so far as saying you are in basically timeout. What the actual fuck? Why would you even... I understand, like, you're raised to believe this, that. But A, she saw with her own eyes. And B, the guy was being an absolute dickwad. Especially right when she said, I have literal evidence.
You're the last bastion of
Truth doesn't look like it.
Truthfully, you're wrong.
Should have known it was bullshit.
Yo.
Not necessarily.
Okay, I'm sorry. I need to say this. She looks awesome and I love her and I'm like totally down to follow in anything she does because yes, but I keep getting these vibes whenever I look at her. I'm like Channing Tatum. Oh, no. I don't know why. And maybe it's because I saw Channing Tatum today recently, but she gives really like heavy Channing Tatum vibes. I just want to mention that. I don't know if anybody else sees that. I know it's stupid and it probably has no like actual accuracy and I might not even actually see that. It might just because I saw it today and you know when you get that thing when you see something and then you look at another thing, you see it, but I don't know. Every time I look at her from like a distance, I'm like, Channing Tatum, and I'm like, nope, still a mommy though.
You are a monk of the Cobalt
Yeah,
Soul.
the Cobalt Soul is all bullshit, which means I'm nobody, just like Xenoth has always said.
Damn, Xenoth always said you were nothing and you thought he could make you something? Oh my god, what a fucking dirtbag. Secondly, she's literally saying, we can do good. I'm sorry your whole life fell down in front of you. Now time to pick that up and lock it in. Like you're being given a literal chance to do the exact thing you thought you were doing. Now you are given that chance on a fucking platter. It is being handed to you. This is now your life objective. Save the fucking world from endless war, endless conflict, because that is all people think about in this world is fighting. Like, bro, she is. Oh, come on. She's giving you it on a fucking... She's awesome. Badass. Knows how to fight. This is literally your calling. This is like if I fucking fell asleep one day, woke up in a fantasy world, knew all the like magic abilities, I could create a whole better world. Like, that would be sick. Obviously, I don't mean I would want to go to another world, but the thing is, you're being given a calling. Like, accept it. Embrace it. That's what you've always wanted, it seems like.
You don't know shit about...
I know that's what makes you so dangerous. Because you are nobody. And they'll never see you coming.
I love the concept of saying she is a nobody, but you can't have the word somebody without the word buddy, and nobody is spelled the exact same way with the buddy format. So in all reality, all it takes for you to be a somebody is to stop being a nobody. Woo! That made sense, I swear. Also, that was heat, by the way. She just cooked with that like motivational speech. Damn, withdrawals? Oh my god. Why would you even say that the thing he was carrying around was just trash when you have a fucking button? Obviously that means something to you. Why would that stuff not mean something to him? Sorry, this is just a reference from earlier on when he was like, oh, this is a bunch of trash. When all reality, it wasn't trash to him. Just like that isn't trash to you. It's treasure. Beyond any comparison to any money.
But I guess we all...
I wouldn't have talked, but I get he's trying to mask the noise of him moving closer to him, but I would stop talking the moment I'm really close because at that point, it just makes you seem super sus because your voice is just getting closer and closer, but I guess what do I really know? Is this the thing he saw earlier? Oh.
Hello, old friend.
That is...
Nein.
Was that magic? Can you do more?
A whole lot more.
Oh, that was... Oh my god. That was gorgeous, man. That was a beautiful scene. Like, I loved how the intent that this goblin or a knot had was to attack him and turn him in for money. But the moment he saw what he was doing, instead of feeling like the continuous want to get that money, all of that thought process subsided and turned into sadness and contempt for that momentary happiness. Or why maybe not saw something in that and was like, I understand exactly how he feels. That was fucking awesome. Oh my god.
You would help me.
Not for free, of course. You help me.
Maybe we can help each other.
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. I think that was a really cool scene showing Not kind of drop the weapon that he was going to use to attack him, because it gave us an insight inside of Not's head on how he's thinking and how he's feeling now. Originally, he wanted to just knock him out and turn him in for the money, but now he has no want for that. Instead, his entire mindset is directed towards helping him create his magic. So, of course, in the future, Not could probably see something or see somebody that he wants to see. As my assumption, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm thinking that's what it was. Or he just thought it was beautiful, and that's why he's agreeing on going with him. Yeah, I knew that was coming. That was so cool. You see him running away, and I was waiting for it. I'm just like listening, and you just hear... That was so cool. I loved that scene. You can predict exactly what's gonna happen. This is so interesting. I don't really have like a crazy reaction because I feel like my facial reactions will be enough. I'll probably have them like divvy throughout the episode so you guys can see a little bit of my facial reactions, because obviously that's important too. I'm just loving this. This is just absolutely mesmerizing.
Tell me where they took the beacon.
Okay, so first prediction, I think Caleb is related to that evil wizard guy that we saw in the beginning. You know who I'm talking about. Secondly, I feel as though this character might die. Thirdly, I think this character might die for this character. So there's a lot of things that are going to happen and a lot of things that I don't know if I'm right or wrong. We're just making guesses that may be right, that may be wrong. You never really know. So it's basically just a total guess. Now, the last prediction I would like to make is not something that is specific or totally 100% like delving into one factor, but it is delving into the entirety of this season. And what I mean by that is I feel as though by the end of this season, we will see them lose more than they win. And what I mean is we will end on them losing more than they gain, meaning they will incur more loss than of what they could have potentially gained from said fight or battle. That is just a guess. I could be totally wrong. And that is my final prediction for Mighty Nein Season 1. Alrighty, you death-defying wanderers. Thank you so much for making it this far in the video. And if you did, I appreciate you so much. That was the Mighty Nein. And might I just say, that was truly a mighty episode. I'm sorry, that was cringe, but the point is I loved every moment of this episode. I loved every single moment, and I am so excited that we get, I think, 3 episodes every Wednesday, and if it's only 2, that's still freaking amazing. I am so excited to sit back, enjoy this show, and watch everything with you guys. I'm a very emotional person, and when it comes to reactions, I let everything out on the table. There are some things that I may be wrong about, some things I may be right about, but that's the point of this whole journey of creating content and reactions with you all, is I can watch a show and react to it in the most insane ways, because that's how I truly feel, and have the most insane emotions, have the most obnoxious opinions, and just truly enjoy the moment with you all. Thank you so much for all the love. Hopefully we can get to 1,000 subscribers, and if you enjoyed this reaction, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and comment down below. Who's your favorite character so far? Mine, I'm gonna be honest, either Caleb or Not. I love them, or maybe, you know, the Dami mommy. And I'm not talking about the girl at the ending, because that was absolutely shocking, but like, you go queen. I love that. Fucking squish my brains. I'll see y'all later. Bye.